The next, Jizulama Tabati, show subject treaties. Now this is another requesting to turn the wheel of Dharma. In other words, requesting to teach, give the to teach us. So Venerable Holy Gurus, in the space of your truth body, from glowing clouds of your wisdom and love, let fall the rain of the profound and extensive Dharma in whatever form is suitable for subduing sentient beings. So, sentient beings, the field or the mind of the sentient being is like the earth. Okay? So, in order to grow crops from the earth, you need rain. So, in order to rain coming from the sky, you need clouds in the sky. Similarly, in order to get the blessings to the minds of all sentient beings, so you need cloud. So the cloud is like the wisdom and the loving kindness. So with wisdom and the loving kindness, and the sky is like the Dharma Dhatu. You know Dharma Dhatu. You know Dharma Dhatu. You know Dharma Dhatu is Dharma. You know Dharma. Everyone knows, right? Dhatu is it's a very difficult to translate in English. So Dharma is Dharma, right? So all the phenomena are Dharma. Every sky is Dharma, star is Dharma, we are Dharma, world is Dharma. So Dharma, in the nature of Dharma, sort of. The Dhatu is the nature of Dharma, the nature of all the phenomena. The nature of all the phenomena is emptiness. The ultimate nature of all the phenomena is emptiness. It's that kind of thing. So in that nature or that space, the emptiness space, the cloud of wisdom and the loving kindness comes, and it gives rain. Now what is the rain? Rain is the Dharma talks, Dharma teachings. So Dharma teachings get into into all sentient beings, which are like the earth. Then the crops will grow. So then the realizations will grow within the sentient beings. So therefore, please let the Dharma rain come. So please release the Dharma rain from you. That is the request. Please release the Dharma rain from you. That is the request what you are making. And then the next is now this. Now this is requesting to live long, no? That we have made already. So as I told you at the beginning, some texts they have not this verse, this sentence, 4 sentences. So without this or with this, both are fine. Okay. So with this, it says, may the Vajra body created from the purity of clear light, free of the rising and setting of cyclic existence, but visible to the ordinary viewer only in its unsubtle physical form, stay on unchanging without wanting until samsara ends. You understand? This you don't need explanation. Okay. Now the dedication. Whatever whatever virtue I may have gathered here, may it bring benefit to the migrating beings and to the Buddha's teaching. May it make the essence of Buddha's doctrine and especially the teachings of Venerable Lochen Rinpoche shine for a long time. Shine for a long time. That is dedication. You dedicate. So the prostration, offering, making offering, confession or purification, rejoicement, then invoking, and then requesting, and then seventh is prayer and dedication. So this is dedication. Dedication you can do many ways. So here he dedicated in this way, So he wants to dedicate his merit, whatever he just gave it here for the benefit of the teachings of Dharma, particularly teachings of Tsongkhapa. So he has dedicated for that. You can dedicate it in that way, and you can dedicate it in other ways, like for the sake of all sentient beings, or the peace, for the peace in this world, for the enlightenment of all sentient beings. Any kinds of dedication you can make. So then this, when we're talking about the dedication, the seventh one, there are two things. One is dedication and one is prayer or wishing, supplication, what they sometimes we call supplication and dedication. So prayer is what? You're making wish. So you must make wishes, like all sentient beings be free, all human beings be peaceful, and whatever. And you might have some problems to get rid of them, those problems, and to be reborn in Tushita Pure Land in next life. So you can dedicate, you can make wishes. Any kinds of wishes you can make, that wishes. There's no limit. Good wishes you must make. And they dedicate also like that. But when you make wishes, you don't need anything. You just make the wishes. I want this. I want this. I want it in this way. I want that in that way. I want this in this way, like that. But when you do the dedication, then you need something to dedicate. Without having anything, you cannot do dedication. So you have that. So when you collect some merit, then you have that merit. Then that merit you dedicate. That merit, this is for this. This is for this. You make budget, When you don't have money, then you cannot make the budget. So it is but still you can dream, Millions of dollars you can dream. So there's no problem. I want this much money, but you cannot make budget because actually you don't have the money. When you have money, then you can, this much money for medical expenses, this much money for, my children, this is money for this year's traveling, whatever. So you have some merit, then you can dedicate. This is for all sentient beings, this is for the world peace, this is for like that. You can do the dedication. Okay? So if you want to do mandala offering, then you can do at this time. So you can do if you know, you can do the detailed one with if you have this kind of mandala instrument, then you can do it with this at this time. Or if you don't have that, then you can do with this gesture. This gesture. You know what is this? You know what? Huh? Oh yeah, this is this is what is this? This is Mountain Meru. Mountain Meru. and then you 1, 2, 3, 4. There's four continents. 4 continents. So that you offer. There's 4 continents with Mountain Meru, the big mountain in the middle. Okay. So then the other way, otherwise you can do this. So you do with if you have rosary, you do with the rosary. Otherwise you just don't do it empty. You put some rice or flowers right over here, and then you can do it. So you make the offering of mantra, and then from the mind you lift up the whole mountain Meru from your mind. Physically you can't, you cannot. Physically you cannot even see. But from your mind you just lift up the whole mountain Meru, the whole world, not only whole world, other worlds, 4 other worlds, which is the 4 directions of the mountain Meru, all are lifted and offered. All the resources within this golden, diamond, whatever, so you can offer them. Okay? And you can visualize also golden, filled with golden and diamond and all precious things. So you make. So then at that time also you offered, and then what? Offered, accepted, enjoy it. Right? It's 3 things you visualize. Now, then idam guru rana mandala hangiyataya me at the end. You see that. So after that, now this is the prayer. So this prayer is considered very blessing, very powerful, and very blessingful. Because if you think carefully, then only this mantra is enough for everything, any kind of problem, any kind of diseases, any kind of evil forces, to stop any kind of evil forces, to stop any kind of spirit forces. This is enough for all of them. But all the mantras are equal. They all are powerful. It depends on the practitioners, right? So, so this is also very powerful. It is considered very special because this prayer was written by Lama Tsongkhapa by himself. This prayer was written by Tsongkhapa himself. But he composed this prayer to praise his guru. His guru was belongs to Sakyapa tradition, because before him Gelugpa doesn't exist. So he has to get his lineage teachings from other lamas, the Sakyapa Lama, who is supposed to be very, not supposed, who was very famous in the knowledge of, particular knowledge of Madhyamika, the middle way, the middle path. So Tsongkhapa composed this prayer and the praising prayer and offered to his guru. And so it's like, instead of Lobsang Thapa, the name of Tsongkhapa, he has, originally it is Shunu Loto. Shunu Loto is the name of his guru. And instead of Tsongkhapa is his name, right? It says Tsongkhapa is the name of the village where Je Tsongkhapa was born. So Je Tsongkhapa is also called Tsongkhapa. His personal name is Lobsang Thapa. So instead of Lobsang Thapa, originally it was Shulu Lotu. And instead of Tsongkhapa, it was Randawa, the surname of that guru. So, so in Tibet it comes first, the surname, right? In English it comes at the end. So anyway, so he offered. So when his guru received the prayer, and his guru was very impressed and very happy, and then he said, no, this is not suitable for me. This is very suitable for you, because I'm not the compositional of all these three deities: the deity of compassion, deity of wisdom, and deity of power. I'm not compositional of these three deities. You are the compositional of these three deities. So it is very much suitable to you. So he gave this back to him, the Tsongkhapa. The Guru gave this prayer back to the Tsongkhapa, and he changed the name. Instead of Shunu, instead of Rendawa, he put Tsongkhapa, and instead of Shunu Lotu, he put Losantapa. So this he gave it back to the Tsongkhapa. So it is very considered. So it is very considered very blessful, because it is blessed by two great masters. So I request and pay homage to the feet of Lord Santapa. Okay? You request to bless you and pay homage to the feet of Lord Santapa. Okay? Who is our Lokiteshvara, the great treasure vast of objectless loving kindness. So our Lokiteshvara is the form of all loving kindness of all the Buddhas. So he is great treasure vast. He becomes the great treasure vast of loving kindness. And the loving kindness is also, there are many kinds. So this is objectless loving kindness. When he says the objectless loving kindness, it doesn't mean this loving kindness does not have an object. But objectless means there is no object which exists by its own nature. By its own nature. There is no object which is inherently exists. So this loving kindness is this conception, this conceptuality, or this mind, this knows this is the loving kindness which understands the objectless. Objectless means the inherent exist, the inherent exist, lack of inherent existence in the object. The object, what are the object? All sentient beings are the object for this loving kindness. But all sentient, objectless doesn't mean all sentient beings are not there. Objectless means all sentient beings are there, but they don't exist by their own nature. The lack of inherent existence of all sentient beings, that is called objectless. So with the power of understanding of emptiness, understanding of emptiness and loving kindness put together, union of loving kindness is understanding of emptiness. That is called objectless loving kindness. Okay? You understand now? Okay. Then Manjushri, the excellence of stainless wisdom. The Manjushri is the form of the wisdom, or wisdom of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, right? The crown ornament of scholars of Sinoland, that is Lord Santapa, Tsongkhapa. Okay? So that is the meaning of the four sentences of the prayer. Sometimes it has 5 sentences. The original is 4 sentences, and the most famous one among the Tibetan community is 5 sentences, and there are 9 sentences also there. There is a lineage for the 9 sentences, but the original is 4 sentences. So you can choose. If you like 5 sentences, you can recite 5 sentences one. If you like the 4 sentences one, you can recite 4 sentences one. So now the important thing is you must visualize. You must recite this mantra. Make request. You are Manjushri, Avalokiteshwara, Majapani. All 3 in one. And you are my Guru, Root Guru. And you are Tsongkhapa. And then through this you must do the purification again. Earlier you had done the purification with 4 powers. And now this time you do purification with the help of Tsongkhapa.